Welcome, and thank you so much for checking back for the thrift store rundown's Odyssey to the Oscars. Well, when it comes to bringing the Academy Awards home on a budget, our objective is to help you land nothing but net. And that's exactly what we're going to continue to do right now by reviewing the February 10th, 2020 issue of People magazine, purchased for 74 cents. That's right, 25% off the price of 99 cents. Obviously, a major tragedy headlining the cover here, the shocking death of a sports legend and Oscar-winning filmmaker. I'll explain. Legend of the LA Lakers, legend of basketball, Kobe Bryant. Friends and family remember the 41-year-old star, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and the 7 others killed in a tragic helicopter crash in Calabasas, California on January 23rd, 2020, the day of the 62nd annual Grammy Awards. People magazine discusses the Grammy Awards in this issue in significant length. We'll discuss it as well. Do not mistake this for a totally depressing issue of People, as there is much lighthearted material to cover. Chief among the lighthearted topics I'll be discussing: the Bella twins announcing their dual pregnancies within weeks from each other, Nikki and Brie, former WWE Divas champions, and a little Q&A session with People magazine. Also on the agenda, Pretty Little Liars! Whoopee! Albeit indirectly. I'll explain. And a little bit of The Bachelor. And finally, just to tie it all together, the 2020 Oscar Insider section, going in depth about certain key nominees and a full listing of all the nods for the 92nd annual Oscars. All this coming up right now.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Oh yeah, I'm pondering the same thing. Roses and Rosewood! That's right, a series within a series. And for those who are new around here, roses mean The Bachelor, you know, would you accept this rose? And Rosewood, Pennsylvania, the setting for Pretty Little Liars. My tongue gets twisted anytime I discuss how much I love that show. By the way, I have a doctor's appointment card here, censoring some sensitive information regarding the recipient of this issue of People magazine, a subscriber to People, Milagros Nadal of Hackensack, New Jersey, who I assumed also donated this to Unique right here in Patterson. Whoever this Milagros is, the thrift store right now thanks you for your contribution. Let's get right into it with some Pretty Little Liars love. Okay, technically, brief eulogy for Katie Keene, albeit not so much a eulogy as it is a little mention. I mean, like Lucy Hale's on the series Life Sentence, Katie Keene, a Riverdale spinoff, unsurprisingly, only lasted one season before being given the axe by CW Suits. So that's a shame. Lucy Hale shines no matter what screen she graces, small or silver. And so once again be gracing the small screen in a new crime drama series coming on AMC very soon, returning to her pretty little roots, so to speak. And yes, on the silver screen she has quite a few film roles to her credit, with much more on the way. That's over with, let's continue on with some Bachelor content. What do you say? The Lows, juggling 3 kids under 4. And here they are, Sean and Catherine Lowe, with Mia having just been born. They're posing alongside son Samuel and Isaiah. Happy family, them all. Even though, no matter who's hosting The Bachelor, some people always complain about the process just being a total sham. Well, take a look at the Lows. There are among many families who have been born as a result of the Bachelor process, no matter who's hosting. And good luck to Caitlin Bristow and Tayshia Adams, I believe, who will be hosting 2 seasons of The Bachelorette, a summer season and a fall season. We lose Chris Harrison in the long term, and we gain so much more, Bachelor Nation? I don't know, but that's a pretty good trade-off. I still like Chris Harrison, but out of respect, you will not be seeing him on this channel anytime soon. I really don't want to talk about Kobe Bryant, but seeing that he is an Oscar-winning filmmaker, or was an Oscar-winning filmmaker, I really don't have much choice. A tragic death, a lasting legacy. After a helicopter crash takes the life of the NBA star, his daughter, and 7 others, friends and family reflect on a man they knew. Why is he an Oscar-winning filmmaker? Well, for his letter that he wrote in 2015, An Ode to Basketball, contributed to the Players Tribune, Dear Basketball, which was animated in pencil, black and white pencil animation by Disney legend Glenn Keane. He animated that into a 5.5-minute short film that was distributed on Verizon's Gold 90 streaming service. That won both of them their first ever Oscar, Best Animated Short Film. And by the way, the first time an athlete ever won an Academy Award. We'll remember him for that, but we'll also remember him for this.
We want the truth, Kobe. Did you rape her?
Ooh. What were we talking about?
His summer 2003 arrest by the Eagle, Colorado Sheriff's Office for allegations of sexual assault against a 19-year-old hotel employee who he allegedly forced himself on. And with that allegation came serious ramifications, endorsement deals drying up, and sales of his replica jersey dropping exponentially low. However, he wasn't banned from the Lakers or banned from the NBA. They kept flying him to games in between court dates and police interrogations. The charge was dropped because the accuser refused to testify in court. So some people will remember him and revile him for that. No matter how you choose to remember him, one thing is certain. His talents on the court and off the court will not be denied, and his name and his legacy are one for the history books. How will you remember Kobe Bryant? Let me know. Obviously, People magazine remembers him very fondly, yet very firm. They really do play the straight man in the article, while the recollections of friends and family are all very poignant, and all remember very fondly this LA Lakers icon. And of course, there's a little eulogy for the 7 others who perished in this tragic helicopter crash in Calabasas, right here. They are John, Carrie, and Alyssa Altobelli, Christina Malza, Sarah and Peyton Chester, and Ara Zaboyan. My sincerest apologies if I mispronounced their names. When I got news from David that Kobe passed away alongside his daughter Gianna and the 7 other occupants of that helicopter, it was just... that took me back. I'm not a huge LA Lakers fan, but I have grown rather fond of them over the past few years, and consequently I grew rather fond of Kobe Bryant. With all that in mind, I think it's time we turn to the 2020 Oscar Insider section, featuring some of the key nominees. A triumphant return for Renee Zellweger, nominated for Cutie. By the way, Renee Zellweger, your day is coming. We have Case Study 9, which will soon be stepping under the desk lamp. Brad Pitt, 4th time's the charm. Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And of course, if you've seen the 2020 Oscars, well, spoilers aren't necessary. You know who won. We have Cynthia Erivo, we have Parasite, we have Scarlett Johansson, a double nominee for acting and supporting acting. And of course, Parasite making major history. This is the full listing, the Oscar ballot, for all the nominees for the 92nd Annual Oscars. Of course, if you had this, you should write a check next to whoever won in that particular category. Let's move on to discuss the Bella Twins. We're expecting! From birthdays to WWE titles and reality TV fame, Nikki and Brie have done everything together. Now, they've added being pregnant to that list. This is Christina Duggan's interview with James Wright's Photography. Let's get you a shot of the Bella Beauties, Nikki and Brie, sans glaring light from the desk lamp. By the way, I got the lighting fixed in the studio, so you're welcome for that. If it looks a little bit brighter, that's why. Even though 2 out of 3 sockets work in here. This is called a little Q&A session with plenty of photos to go around. And yes, I will be on the lookout for Nikki and Bree's cover story for People Magazine. If I see that, it's coming to the channel because, to quote Nikki Bella, I'm so in love with both of them, it's scary. I felt compelled to show you one more little highlighted here regarding the Grammys, and that would be, yes, if for no other reason than to bring up No Time to Die. Grammy winner for Best Song Written for Visual Media, that particular category. And of course, the brother-sister duo who penned that song, pictured here from last year's Grammys with 5 of their awards, all 5 of them. That would be Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas. If No Time to Die won a Grammy this year, then maybe next year, after the film's release, an Oscar will be among Billie's statues that she can place into her cabinet. I wonder if she ever looks at them and pays no heed to them. Oh well. I have to say, the Grammy Awards jury's decisions are definitely not blurry, unlike Billie's world. And, you know what's also not that blurry? My affection for this issue of People Magazine, despite its tragic cover story. Even though, it's a bit deformed. So, that's gonna get 4.5 out of 5 claps. No matter what the condition of any People Magazine issue that I purchase, it is always my privilege to diversify my output of videos and, of course, items that I review, so that you can mamba with the movers and shakers of Hollywood, even though you're not actually in Hollywood. There's nothing like a good People Magazine issue to make you feel like a true insider, except Hollywood Reporter and Vanity Fair. Oh yeah, that's a combo. And that's coming up real soon, so stay tuned. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow's another awesome day, so long as I catch you on the flip side. Until then, like him or hate him, rest in peace, Kobe, and stay golden.